Well, hello again, YouTubers, and this is New Way to Do It, and I'm your host, Reese. So, before I get started, I would like to ask you to subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, share, and give me a like. Thank you. So, today I want to talk to the white supremacists. Yeah, this is a conversation that I've been wanting to have for some time now. And my question is, what did you expect to gain by eliminating us, Mr. White Supremacist, Mr. Neo Nazi? You think that this would be a better place for you if we're eliminated? Do you think that we should be eliminated all over the world? Or is it that you're afraid of being eliminated all over the world? Is this why you maintain your hatred for us? Just asking some questions, man. I just want to know. Because I see the way y'all look at us. I see the way that y'all treat us. Even the ones that's not really so-called white supremacists. You know, we see it. So we constantly fight against it. And it's a struggle on both sides. And I'm not here to ask you for anything, try to appease you in any way. And I don't even think that half of them you would see this. But I am curious to know, why is the hatred so deep? Why do we hate? Why do you? Because, and it is some of us, but why do you particularly hate the black race so much? You know, I was told a story a long time ago. I thought it was funny, but the older I get to it, the more it kind of makes sense. I was told a long time ago. I was told this story about the theory of that the black man made the white man, but this got like a little twist to it. So the doctor that created the white man, he used the white man. He used the white man for slavery. He used the white man to be like his butler, to wait on him hand and feet, and sort of used the white cattle, you know. And when they didn't have a use for him anymore, they abandoned him in the caves. It's a long story, but I'm trying to make sure. He took him to these caves, you know, and it was sort of elaborate. The people knew the way out, but they did. So the whites, the Caucasians at the time, went into the cave and got lost and was left in the cave. Okay. And they got so mad at their brothers for doing this, because they were considered brothers of the people that created them, of the family that created them, or whatever, however they was created. They felt betrayed, and so they cursed our people forever, for an entire lifespan, entire history of the world. It was a forever curse. And as silly as that sounds, there's a little more to the story, but it's a long story. I don't feel like telling the whole story. But as silly as that sounds, it rings a little truth to it, don't you think? Because it would seem like the hatred that you people have for us is in your DNA. It it doesn't really permeate to just the skin only. It's something deeper than that. I mean, because you just merely hate a person for the color of their skin. That right there don't make sense. But I can see, okay, you hate the person for the color of their skin. But to me, it goes much, much deeper than that. It's like it's in your code. Like you don't know yourself why. And you don't understand why all you want to do is destroy. Isn't that a strange story? Doesn't it seem to ring a little truth, just a little truth. I ain't talking about the black man creating the white man. I mean, even though, it is a long history and argument of that too, but just the story itself will make you think that it's had to be deeper than color. Because if you go by the story, they called each other brother. He was my brother, that was my brother. The color didn't matter at the time. So if you just want to think of any part of that story as true, they shared something alike, but something came between them that made them really want to hate black people forever. And if you look at how the world is going today, it seems to be that way. A lot of people claim that they're not racist and they hold no grudge against black people and that kind of thing. But let's hypothesize something. Let's say there was a war, okay, and the only two living species on this earth, or living humans on this earth, was black people and white people. I mean, pure white people, pure black people, whatever that may mean. And we got this whole gigantic world to live on. You think there would be peace? Let's say there was a war and everybody but the white race was eliminated. Still think there would be peace? In essence, what I'm trying to say to you, white people, white supremacists, white nationalists, neo-Nazis, you were bred for war. You were bred for revenge. And you don't know outwardly where that revenge goes, but inwardly it drives you towards the black people, towards the black race, towards indigenous people. So I'm starting to believe the story. They say all legends and stories have some bit of truth to it. So it must be some bit of truth to why y'all want to eliminate us. You want us to be like a sideshow in a circus, and you just have pure domination. Now I know all of you don't think that way, but if the world was that way, all the ones that so-called don't think that way, you would go along with it. You wouldn't even fight. You wouldn't even fight it. You have a maid at the house just like everybody else. You have a slave in the back do your lawn. Even though you know deep down inside it's wrong. And if blacks ruled this world, possibly it would be the same thing. So what I'm trying to say is that this is going to be a never-ending battle. Y'all prepared to go the long run? Because odds are that you're not going to make it. So is it worth it? Just asking a question, man. Just trying to see where you people heads are at. For all you ones that don't think in that matter, I would like to comment. Even from you racists, if you see this video, give me a comment. Because I would like to understand. Well, I do understand. But I would like for people to get a better understanding on the depth of your racism and your hatred. Is it because you think we're going to take something that you took that didn't belong to you and take it back? Or is the fact that we may outpopulate you? See, people of color, we don't really understand the kind of things that you people think, because we believe in living in harmony. Even though, like I said, there's been war among our own people. It's war. The whole world was built on war, seems like it. Of one race trying to conquer another race, or people trying to conquer another people. And in modern times, it's no different. But we could make it different if people really wanted to make it different. They really could. But it doesn't seem that people are interested. It doesn't seem that black people is interested. It doesn't seem that white people are interested. And I'm not trying to be a go-between, okay? Because I have my biases too. But the point I'm trying to make is that if it's going to be a never-ending war about who's going to be on top, what y'all waiting on? Can I get an answer? Black folks, what y'all waiting on? If the end goal is what I believe it to be, what most people believe it to be, all out war, really based on race. You know, all the rest of them been based on religion. The ones after probably will be as well. But this one right here seems like it's building up and it's just want to be race. And even though you got people on both sides trying to stop it, it's not stopping. So why don't you just declare war on each other? The whites that want to fight the blacks declare war on the blacks, and the blacks that want to fight the whites declare war on the whites. And everybody else that don't want to get involved stand to the side. Because if this is what's going to happen, shouldn't it happen? The more you push it back, the tighter the rubber band gonna get till it snap. Or, because there's always an or, you know, we could sit down and talk to one another like we got common sense and see what it is that's bugging you so much about us, and see what, well, you know what's bugging us about you most of the time, because, you know, we're all basically the same people, you know. We have different ways, but we're all basically the same people. So what it's going to be? This was my little rant to all the whites that seem to just hate black people so much, but they really just hating themselves. That's what it's truly all about, you know, because they know they our brother, but they won't embrace us. And we out there call them our enemy, but we know they are brothers too. But nobody wants to be a brother. You know, rather be a murderer. So I say murder on. Smart thing to do. Logical thinking, don't you think? Well, that's the end of my rant, folks. I was just giving that one a try just to see what I can get out of folks. So, please leave a comment. Please share, like, and hit the bell. And till the next video, God bless. Bye-bye.